Welcome back, everybody. We're going to be jumping into a puppy draft today on Underdog Fantasy. Hope you guys all enjoy. What is up, everybody? I'm looking really forward to this new puppy tournament that just dropped on Underdog Fantasy. I'm more than excited for this. Honestly, I just wanted a lower price point just to be able to just fire off into some drafts because, I'm going to be drafting a lot this summer, and I just wanted to be able to draft more, and I wanted to provide more content. And I think the best way to do that is just kind of fire off into puppies just to get some reps and to learn and just kind of get myself situated with these new draft rooms in 2023. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lower price point, 75,000 up top. It's a big prize pool still. Less entrance than the main Best Ball Mania tournament, and then the main thing is just the fact that there is it's just it's a lot flatter payout structure, which I actually really enjoy. Just for this, I think it kind of like provides a different wrinkle. It's obviously really hard to advance and win, but it's actually easier than the Best Ball Mania tournament. So I think it's a nice price point and actually pretty well made tournament. So I'm really excited to hop into it, and it looks like we're on the 109. All right. Let's see here. Trying to work on a couple other things. I want to work on some more overlays and things like that to add to the stream and the channel, but we're just going one step at a time here. Like this one. Whoa. Speaking of dogs, my dog barking. All right, here we go. 109 spot. This is fun. I usually don't have like a great idea of what I want to do at this spot, but I guess we'll just see how the draft comes to us here. I rarely get this spot. It's kind of strange for me. I mean, I'm probably looking at AJ Brown, Devontae, probably one of these receivers, unless like Bijan is there. Bijan's there, I might take a stab on him, but we'll see what happens here. As you can see, I did add a ticker to the bottom of the screen, just a YouTube goal. Just trying to hit 25 subs, a little bit, one step at a time, baby steps. We're here to have a good time and just enjoy drafting on Underdog and, DraftKings or wherever we end up drafting. We could draft everywhere. All sorts of content could be in the works. But right now we're just doing Underdog, and we'll see how that goes and then kind of go from there. It's a lot of fun. Just want to keep improving and kind of get more comfortable doing this specifically, drafting and streaming at the same time, but also just get more comfortable in myself in here and just trying new things, trying new draft strategies and stuff like that. So I think it'll be a good time. Hill went 2. Okay, that's fun. Hill goes to, I think a lot of people have been grabbing Hill earlier. I think it's Jefferson Chase. Full stop. Jefferson Chase or Jefferson CMC Chase. One of those top three, and I don't think anyone should touch that. But you can make a case for Hill. You can make a case for any of these guys up here. So not a problem with that. I like Cup a lot too. I think he's going to end up being potentially. It's just any of these guys can end up being the. All right. I noticed last time my dog had his little collar on, so he's making a lot of ringing noise. So took that off of him. A good old bath. He's on the thumbnail. Made an appearance on the thumbnail too, so that's exciting. All right, so AJ Brown, I mean, you're not going to stop me from getting AJ Brown here. I mean, honestly, though, there's just no way. No way you're gonna keep me from getting AJ Brown there. That's for sure. Let's just go ahead and go from there here. All right, here we go. Okay, 2 picks away. See, this is the time where I am not going to be somebody that grabs Hurts here. I'm just kind of in the party where I'll just go with the flow at this point. I'm going to take, hopefully, Amon-Ra. And then if Hurts comes back to me, Hurts comes back to me. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Oh, okay then. This makes it a little bit more difficult. Wow. I'll take my first Chubb share. I haven't took any Chubb. I'm cool with this. We'll see what we get on the wrap, but I haven't taken any Chubb, so yeah. I think you can make the case for any of these guys to just be, a 3 touchdown guy. I really like the running backs in this range. I should say, like Saquon, Pollard, Brees, Chubb. Ramondre is a little bit farther down, but I really like this whole range. Just all of them have very secure workloads. A lot of a lot of receptions potential. A lot of, except for Chubb, of course, but a lot of potential receptions, a lot of touches, and a lot of just predictable workload. So I think that could be valuable. But we'll see. Also trying to make it so my mic doesn't pick up everything, but that'll be a work in progress. I'm not exactly sure how to do that. So yeah, gonna try to improve it little by little. All right, Patty goes. Josh Allen goes. Kelsey. Hurts. Okay, Hurts gone. So Kelsey, Hurts went. All right. Bijan Barkley. AJ Chubb. I might be kind of unique-ish. I feel like people are going to go AJ Brown, Chubb, AJ Brown and Amon-Ra, AJ Brown, Garrett Wilson more often. AJ Brown, Saquon, AJ Brown, Waddle. I like Waddle a lot. It's just I've been taking him way too much, so it's hard for me to justify continuing to just keep ripping him. But I was watching, I think, who was it? I think it was Leone or Pat, one of the two, just like talking about 22. Wow, T-Law went to 22. This is a weird draft. So they were just talking about how it's, even if you don't get the stack you want, it's completely okay to stack the team because if you don't get the quarterback you want with your stack, it's not the end of the world, because if you stack a team up, maybe you stack 2-3 teams up and you still, maybe you stack up the Chiefs without Mahomes. Ideally you want Mahomes, but you could also stack up the Chiefs and they have a big game, and then you stack up the Lions and they have a big game, and then you have another stack without the quarterback. It could work for sure. Just kind of narrows the amount of things you have to get right in week 17, week 15, week 16. So instead of you having to hit the nuts, you can also just hit, 1 or 2 things correctly, and then you're golden. So I think that's very valuable. I'm a fan of that idea, and I think just stacking teams in general. It's kind of like if you could make your lineup on week 17, you would probably have some like mini stacks in there. Like maybe you'd have 2 Chiefs and 2 Bengals, or you'd have 2 Ravens and 2 Eagles, or whoever ends up playing each other, I guess, in the finals. That would be like a appetizing or appetizing, but a juicy matchup for fantasy points. So this is a fun spot. I like Josh Jacobs, I like Ramondre, I like Etienne, I like Lamar. Lamar over Burrow here for sure. Well, I mean, I could grab Lamar and wait and see if Andrews falls. Oh, Andrews is gone. Okay. So, I don't know if this guy realizes it, but I would happily take I'm getting a Gibbs share. I don't have a Gibbs share, so let's get one. He's going to keep rising. So that's the thing. Yeah, I don't think Jahmyr Gibbs or Lamar was making it there. Maybe, but I'll take one of them. So I'll take Jahmyr Gibbs. And yeah, just feel like a reach, but he will probably continue to rise because that's just how it is. The Lions are obviously very bullish on him, so I'm fine with throwing my chips there and betting the same way. So yeah, I could have went Ramondre, then Jahmyr, and then maybe just been done at running back, but it's hard to say that he would have came back to me. So the fact that T-Law is gone right now is actually wild, man. This might be a 3-quarterback build because T-Law went extremely early. Who has T-Law again? Is this guy? Is it the Diggs Allen? Where's our T-Law guy? This guy. This guy's just living a little, man. He's just getting his guys. I respect it. Debo goes. All right. Well, see, there's no reason for me to take Joe Burrow here. It's tempting. Just no reason to grab him. I would have liked Calvin Ridley, but he's gone as well. Cooper. I'll take Amari Cooper. This is not someone I get very often, but I think I'm okay with it. Maybe I'll take Watson. I'm not a fan of Watson, of course, but this is fantasy football, so you don't have to like somebody, to draft them. But not my favorite pick. Not my favorite pick for sure. But if he's there, I'll get him. But if he's not, he's not. Then I'm not going to worry about it. But Cleveland could easily have a spike week in week 17 or a big week. So, question is, do I want to turn on my quarterback or just grab a tight end here? Like Kittle would be nice if Kittle falls to next round. This guy's going heavy. High T start there. I like that. I like this a lot. Kelsey, Higgins, and Hurts is really fun. It's a fun start. So I'm going to take Joe Burrow. This is a rough start for this guy. He's going to be behind receivers by a lot. But, hey, it's not my team. And I might do 2 drafts today. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure if I want what I want to do, but I might do 2 drafts. Okay. Yeah, it's just I don't know. This puppy draft's gonna be interesting just because it's gonna be like a kind of like a little like fraction of time. Like I don't know how long this is gonna last for. Probably a month or no, sorry, not a month, 2 weeks, maybe. I'll definitely get some drafts in. It might even be open when the schedule comes out, which will also change things a lot. So yeah, there's a lot of just like factors that will matter here. So yeah, I might try to stack Goff and Watson. It could be a fun little stack. Backstab Watson, or I already have kind of two heavy bets. I can get Njoku. Yeah, could be fun. Really curious to see where Anthony Richardson, QJ, Jordan Addison ends up. Really curious. So the tight ends do go. Wow. Okay. I'm happy with Njoku at the end of this tier. It's a little bit of a tier gap, but I do like it. I just want Atlanta to throw the ball more. I don't think that their draft says they're going to, but man, it would be fun if they used all their weapons at least a little bit. You know, Kyle Pitts, London, and Bijan just running it. Like that would be just amazing. But we can dream. We can only dream sometimes. So I have a lot of late running backs I like targeting. Okay, auto drafting. Doesn't look like it. He might have like a queue setup or something. Yeah, I don't know what this guy's doing. Stacked up DJ Moore. This guy's probably going for QJ. This seems just nice in general. These are fun teams for sure. I like my team. This is a good start, a fun start. Definitely not one I'm used to, but that's what it's all about. Especially in the puppy drafts, you can get really weird and just kind of try new things. One of the things I'd like to try is like the extra fragile builds where you get like 12 receivers or even 11. Those could be pretty crazy. So. All right. The Kyle Pitts season or what? Man, I don't know. I can't do it right now. I can't do Kyle Pitts right now. Just can't. Is Swift going up or down in price? I don't understand. I really don't understand. This is a tough spot. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to keep me from getting Christian Kirk. I think JSN's price should get cheaper. That's the only reason I'm like doing it this way. But who knows what will happen? I guess. I do really feel like his price will get cheaper. Who knows if I'm right about that? But it's kind of my initial thought. The thought is Metcalf will get cheaper. Metcalf will get cheaper, Lockett will get cheaper, and JSN. Whether or not that happens, I don't know. But it would be fun to get the like premium stack. Like imagine getting like JSN, Lockett, Metcalf, stack with Geno. Be very fun. If the cost was a little bit better, though. Not at this cost, it might not feel very good. So I think this is where we grab somebody and then we just see if Watson gets to us. If he doesn't, he doesn't. If he does, then we get him. I might take Kyle Pitts. I might do it. I might just do it. If he's there, I'm going to take him. And then I'll take Njoku and have that be my 2 tight ends. That'd be kind of fun. Yeah, we'll see what happens. See what happens here. Yeah, I mean, I'll take Pitts. Yeah, it's fine. I told myself I wasn't going to do it, and I couldn't help myself. I have 2 very good, very solid running back prospects here, so if I can get Watson, I'll take him. If not, then I have other options later. Goff, and I can get Laporta. I can get that's really it. Yeah. Yeah, Detroit's receiving core is a little bit like thinner than I thought it was. But I guess Jameer's going to get used a lot, probably. I guess that's why I probably is so bullish on him. Just take JMO when he comes back, too. That's fun. Okay. Second row homie here, running back, bro. Jerry Jeudy, first receiver off the board. Double charger stack with KC. Could be good. I like this. I like this a lot. This is very interesting. He's going to be dust people at tight end. This is fun. This is a very good team. I really like this one. Watson at value. Higgins at value. Goddard at value. Hurts at value. Wow. I like that. It's Kenneth Walker. Just who knows what's going to happen there. But that's a fun team. It's very fun. That is the definition of letting the draft fall to you. Let's change this song here. Feeling something else. Sounds banger. All right. I like this one. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens here. I just, yeah. Singletary, what in the world? Yeah, I mean, it's not going to get thrown out for this, but I mean, see what else he does. But if like 2 people do this, it might get thrown out. But this isn't really going to make that much of a difference in the grand scheme of things. But wow. If I would be. In essence, really all this does is just kind of like gives us more value and more potential for us to like other teams to get through. That's really all it does. It doesn't significantly like impact everything else. I don't know why I just don't feel cozy with this start for some reason. That's probably a good thing, but it just feels weird. All right. Everyone has a quarterback. Are they going to take a second one to destroy my stack here? So we'll have to get Njoku on the back round, which will be in a while. Well, it would be that far past ADP. 105 for Njoku. Yeah, I would probably wait till then to try to get him. Okay. To make sure these. Ooh, man, auto pick could be bad. That's what I don't like when auto pick is on the table. That's when it gets scary. My mouse or my headphones? Don't do it. That could be auto picking. Kind of looks like he's auto picking. Oh, this is the worst ever, man. Oh, man. No fun, man, when people auto pick sometimes. I mean, it helps my EV. Just given like his like team format, but man, it's not. It sucks. All right, whatever. All right, that's fine. Backstack Jordan Love, backstack Bryce Young, backstack. Can't really backstack him that well. Stroud, backstack Stroud. Yeah, I think I'm looking at Goff here. Yeah. The hard thing is it really worth grabbing JMO here? I don't think it is. I don't think it is at all. I can maybe get him on the way back. And if I don't, then I'm okay with that. But if I can get him on the way, I like Jahan Dotson from him. I can stack with Howell too. Yeah, I'll get Jahan Dotson. I like QJ a lot there, but that's okay. I'll survive. Where did Addison go? 83? After ADP in this draft. Wow. Don't see that happen very often. I'm curious if the best ball ADP on Underdog, if it like factors in what contest you're in, or if it just adjusts everything. So if the Underdog ADP for the puppy goes up for, you know, X player, will it move the best ball mania ADP for that same player? I don't know. Just curious, because thought you could think that maybe sharper drafters are in the higher stake stuff, but that's not necessarily always the case. QJ goes. Is this the Chargers guy? See if that's the Chargers guy. It was not. So this guy got the buff double. Pitt Baltimore, a little correlation at the Pitt Bal. I like that. I like that. Got Montgomery. No Chiefs yet. Let's see this guy pick up a Chief later. Deontay Johnson. I don't know if this guy's auto picking or just letting the draft come to him, but I really like the team. It's really strong. I like that a lot. Probably using a little too much capital at quarterback here. Let's see if JMO falls to us here. Two is falling too. I could fall right into the lap of this Tyreek guy. Yeah, I would take two if I was him. And if A-Rich falls, if A-Rich falls to me, I might have to just take him because, yeah, I'm a sick person. Can't stop me from taking A-Rich. Herbert goes at 193. Okay. Not bad. Not the craziest thing I've seen today. I would say T-Law at pick 22 might be the craziest thing I've seen so far. Kirk goes. Oh, no, not a quarterback run. Don't do me like this. Man. JMO and Arish would be fun. Oh, my God. It's a quarterback run. Everyone got antsy. I just don't understand. I don't understand. You don't have to stack in best ball. Don't get me wrong. You do not have to stack. It's just a better way to correlate when your team hits. Obviously, it doesn't matter if you have a stack if it doesn't do good, right? But just kind of correlating the hits more. When's Zay go? I didn't see Zay Flowers go. You go early? Oh, wow. You went before Jordan Addison. Wow. Okay. I don't know if there's a case for that, but, you know, it's fine. Rich goes at 101. Man, this guy is really killing it on his draft. I am very jealous of this guy's team. And J-Mo goes also. Max Payne. That's okay. How many people are going to stack Goff with Laporta? If I'm taking Laporta late, I probably should not grab him yet. So next pick is the real question mark of what I really want to do. I need to get Kendre shares. I just need it. Just fiending for it. Need Kendre Miller shares. Need it very bad. All right. So Madison's rising, right? Seems like he is. Yeah. That's fun. I'll take Jordan Love and Jared Goff potentially. Yeah, it could be fun. And then I can either backstack Houston, backstack San Francisco. I'm going to try the late Houston stack. Laporta's my tight end. One of these guys late. Where's Mingo going to settle at? 100 maybe? Like pick 100? I don't know. Where are those second round pick guys going? Sky Moore was like pick 80, 90 last year. Second round pick. So you assume in the 100 range, like 120, 110 maybe is where he settles. I've taken some shares that have been 150, 160, 170. So I'm more than happy with the 4-pick discount or 4-round discount there. Oh, it's all clean. Man, I'm still sad about the auto pick Deshaun Watson. That's okay. I'm not going to sweat over that. It's not a big deal. How's Crazy Rich doing? Another badge, bro. Little Geno, Metcalf. Wow, nice receivers. Devontae Adams, Gary Wilson, Metcalf, McLaurin, Chris Godwin, and Jordan Addison. That's fun. So the Jared Goff, Jahmyr Gibbs stack, and then I'm live for either I'm live for a Howell stack. I'm live for a Lance, just one off. I'm live for the Jordan Love, I'm live for the CJ Stroud. Okay. Quite interesting. Got a couple Best Ball Mania videos recorded as well that I'm gonna throw on the YouTube at some point here in the next couple weeks. And then soon enough, I'll have some guests on. Puppy drafts seem like a perfect time to bring some guests on. So I should probably make sure I do that, whether it's recorded or just streamed directly to the channel. So I think that'll be fun to kind of get some puppy drafts under my belt, and just got to get some new people involved, and kind of make it a little more interesting. Devin Chain. This guy got any stacks yet? Yeah, I'm still just a big fan of this guy's team. Hi, Joss. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. Glad to have you here. Let's go. Cheers. So I said I could type directly into this comment section too. StreamYard's really cool. I'm a fan of StreamYard, man. It's pretty legit. Okay, so if I'm gonna do a Jordan Love, I'm gonna get Jaden Reed late or Musgrave. Just how the world works right now. Next pick, I'm going to grab. I might grab Kendra next pick, just to get him. Get my guy. Kendra. Yeah, I'm chasing Kendra up the board. I want to make sure I get my exposure to him, even if it's in the puppy. Man, Chase Brown has gone up a lot, man. People are really convinced that they know what's happening with Mixon. I'm sure it's not. Man. No comment on that one. No comment on that one. Devin the chain went. Damn, that's tough. It's kind of a tough spot. I think this is where I start reaching for the guys that I want, because I don't know what else I would do. I'm always happy with the Russell Wilson. I can always backstack a Marvin Mims if like one of these quarterbacks falls far enough. So I think I'm just going to grab my Kendra here and just kind of play it by ear. See how the draft falls. If Russell's still there, I'll grab him next, maybe. And then I could just grab, Mims at the end. Kind of just go from there. I want 3 quarterbacks, so certainly a lot of options for me. Etchy, Dell, I think kind of leaning into Dell being a guy is actually kind of interesting. Adele. Incredible. There we go. Stroud to Mechie. Who knows how good Houston will be, man. There he goes. Javonte. JSN, Zay Flowers. I got enough rookies on the team with my rookie receivers. I think I like going Jordan Love and then Rashee Rice potentially. And Adam Thielen. Grabbing the Adam Thielen and Bryce Young stack early. That is just not a fun idea. For me, at least. Draft how you want, though. That's not. No, I'm not going to tell someone how to draft. That's for sure. Yeah, I'm just going to get... the back stack Jordan Love. Imagine you like Green Bay, Detroit, Minnesota, and Fields. Just get all the quarterbacks from NFC North. Imagine the scenes. Yeah, I'm going to get Jordan Love now. All right, I'm not having to reach on either of them. So then I get my upside pick, which will be the Stroud or the... I see, there's Mingo. He went 7 picks early. So he's just going to keep going up. I would like Rashee Rice on the wrap here, but I don't think he'll be there. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll be getting somebody. I'll be getting some of these rookies. There'll be Mims. Dell. Mims, Dell, Mechie, Reed, Rice. Like, I would get all these guys if I could. I have a few spots left, though, so. Probably going to rock with one more running back. One more running back, one more tight end, one more quarterback, and then a few more receivers, probably. That's kind of what I'm looking at here. Taekwon. Can't stop me from drafting Chuba Hubbard. Tank Bigsby, Tyjae, Chase Brown. McKinnon is, gosh, man, McKinnon would have been a really good bet to make earlier. When I thought about it, man, I was close to draft him on a few teams, but who knows what he'll do, man. All right. So I like how we kind of piece this draft together. It's been definitely a different draft for me, going 2 running backs in the second, third round, but I like getting AJ Brown, getting a stud, an absolute stud receiver. Most cracked channel, wow. I'm really happy with the thumbnail I made. I gotta show you later. Show you after this stream. The thumbnail is really cool. This draft has gone slow. 43 minutes in. Man, it's been a slow draft. Jahmyr Gibbs. I appreciate the love. It will be cracked. I will continue to make it more cracked for sure. Jahmyr, Chubb, and then getting AJ Brown, Cooper, Kirk is nice, and then getting kind of like a pretty solid tight end. Hopefully a good tight end. What is this, Chris Moore? What is happening? I don't think this will get thrown out. It's only this guy going rogue. This is wild, though. This is wild. So I don't mind this at all. Yeah. I'm not someone that uses capital at running back early like that, but getting Jahmyr Gibbs is kind of just something you're going to have to be at peace with. If you want to get Jahmyr Gibbs, you're going to have to pay up, pay the piper. How good could he be? I don't know, but probably very good. Who knows what his potential is? That's kind of the nice hidden chest of rookies. So the quality looks good. Man, I don't know what quarterback I want to take late. Greg D goes. Trey Lance went too. Wow. All right. Alec Pierce. Man. Will I get graced? Well, this guy's auto picking, so I don't think he'll get him. He'll probably get Roshan. And he's literally picked every single value on the board so far. Not a horrible way to draft, I guess, but just you get these formats where you just get the receivers are just dead. Don't do it. Oh, this guy's. Oh, he took McKinnon. Oh, yeah, baby. Let me get Rashee Rice. Hell yeah, I'll take that any day of the week. At cost, Rashee Rice. Thank you very much. That's like honestly the most exciting pick I made so far. It's actually sick. Very happy about that. It's probably time to take Stroud. And then we could grab 1, 2, 3. Go 9 receivers. One more running back, one more tight end. And yeah, that's probably it there. I guess I don't mind that. It's not horrible. So grabbing John Mechie, then Dell, Stroud, or Stroud, Mechie, Reed. I probably should grab Reed. So maybe I'll just grab Stroud, Reed, Dell, or Stroud, Reed, Mechie. Stroud, Dell, Reed, something like that. Porta. I really like Marvin Mims too. It's hard for me not to draft Marvin Mims on every draft as well. So crazy how like some drafts can take an hour and some will take literally 40 minutes. The disparity is actually insane. All right, here we go. It's time for me to pick here. And I think I'm going to pick CJ Stroud. It's my next pick. Is there anything else like tantalizing in this area? Not really. See, the amount of like late receivers I want to take is the only reason it's hard for me to justify getting all these quarterbacks. I could skip the Stroud and go. No, I think I'll go Stroud. Yeah, I'll try it. Yeah, I think this is probably the smarter way to go. And then I'll go Mechie, Dell, Reed, tight end, and running back. Yeah, so I'm done at QB. Taekwon's also really tempting too. I really like Taekwon at late. Mims, he's there. Let's take one of my late round guys. And I'll have a fun Detroit Green Bay stack. Jahmyr Gibbs, Jared Goff, and hopefully Laporta. And then I'll have the A.J. Dillon, Jordan Love to Jaden Reed. And then I'll have the Houston stack as well, with some Tennessee, Jacksonville correlation there, potentially. Cleveland double stacked. It's fun. Very fun. The little the little Dotson, AJ Brown mini correlation, little Kenjon Miller, Kyle Pitts correlation. Imagine they all end up correlating somehow. Never know, I guess. I might have to take Bigsby or I have to take one of these guys for the bit equity at this point. I guess Chase Brown wouldn't be bad either. Make it all the correlation match. So 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so I do only have 2 spots left for receiver. Huh. What's more important? Just get the Mechie Shroud, getting the Dell Shroud. Well, I'll say what I know is important right now is getting Laporta, but I guess we'll see how the draft falls because I might not be able to get everyone I want. But I could get, if I don't get Laporta, I can get Musgrave. And that'll change everything. So, yeah. I'd like to get 2 Detroit guys for sure. Buddy. I think it's just because there's so many auto drafters in this one. It's just like moving at a snail's pace. But I'll have a very correlated team with upside, of course. Chubb, Gibbs, AJ Brown. So it just feels bad. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. Just because the receivers I took that I usually don't take. I do like all these quarterbacks individually, like just the potential upside they have. Let's see what our homies are up to here. This literally like breaks my brain looking at this. No, man. Oh, that's tough. That's really tough. Damn. Okay. Yeah, that's rough. It's not really worth getting anyone else unless you're into Marvin Jones. You know what? I think I'm okay with that. That's fine. That's fine. I can survive that. Just a solo stack Goff, and just maybe he dumps it off to Jahmyr Gibbs a bunch. Maybe Jahmyr Gibbs gets like 2 80-yard touchdowns, 60-yard touchdowns, whatever. Could be crazy. So I don't mind that. I guess I definitely would have really much rather preferred having Laporta as well, but it's okay. Feel good about my couple shares of Laporta I got preseason though, or pre-draft. Jeez, keeps this is all preseason. Okay, so I get Jaden Reed here, and then I go John Mechie. So I got my double stacked Green Bay, and then I go John Mechie to get my single stack of Houston, and then probably will get my double stack after that. I get Musgrave. End of my draft as well. Or just I can get anyone. I mean, if it's Irv Smith's there, I might just grab him. He will probably not be there because this guy's gonna auto pick him. Tough scenes. Sicky, Hayden Hurst, Mechie, somehow. All right, that's fine. So I use two of my top 3 picks on running back, and grab one in the 8th or 9th round, and another one in the 11th or 12th, and then one at the very end. That's viable. Purdy goes. Kenny G. Is that a Houston tight end? Man. Brevin Jordan, running back. Oh man, I could never quit that guy. I really could never quit that guy. One of my absolute favorite picks. I feel like I really want to double stack. So I'm going to have to do... I'm just going to have to stop the faucet at running back and just go with this. I think I feel okay about it. Don't feel great, but I think it's okay. I think it's viable. And it gets my lineup a little different. Kind of like going thin at running back. But I do know that if Gibbs is the workhorse that we expect him to be, Chubb and Gibbs are going to be, bona fide starters every week, and then Dylan will have his weeks, and Kendra Miller is just there. It's like an insurance piece. That could also be very beneficial in the lineup, like week to week. There's Kamara suspension or anything like that. So I think that's very valuable. So I love Mims as a pick. I think Mims is just a beast of a pick. Just because Sean Payton, but the Sean Payton narrative is real. So yeah, I just want to double stack Stroud. So I don't have, if I get one quarterback double stacked, another one, two of them single stacked and one triple stacked, I don't know. I'd just rather get another double stack. So that's what I'm going to prioritize here. Man, this draft's going to be an hour long. Not that I'm in a rush. It's just crazy. Doesn't happen very often. There's Mims. I wonder if I could have gotten a, I probably should have tried to do it just to see how it would work. I think, like I said, I think there's still value in, you could have, gotten late receivers like Rashid Rice, Jaden Reed, Marvin Mims, and Mingo, all, in the last 4 picks of your draft. How would that impact your draft going forward? How much is that going to help you or hurt you? Just curious. I feel like it could be crazy in terms of, how much it actually ends up helping you. I don't know. It's fun. It's fun to think about that. So, I'm not sure, though. Beats me. I don't know for sure, but it does sound interesting just thinking about it, thinking it through. Good old Isaiah Hodgins. So this guy's going to rock with potentially one quarterback, and he's going to reach 3 rounds on him. I don't feel about this guy's just good about this guy's advance rate. Just have to put it out there. But hey, I'm not going to judge anyone for what they want to do, their time, money. I'm guessing he just obviously just draft whenever he wants, man. I'm never gonna. If people start on this platform and they have fun, no matter what they do, man, that's all that matters to me. Whether they're a nerd like me, wanting to try to do things optimally and try to do weird strategies only when you think there's an edge, it's I'm not here to judge people about that. Just let people do what they want to do, but I'm not gonna be dishonest about it. This one, just the receiver is just very rough. You have to start 3 receivers a week, and this is the pool he's pulling from. His running backs are obviously amazing, but it's just, it changes things a lot. I think this guy is indeed auto drafting though, so he will take Kareem Hunt. Yeah, so that's just rough. ADP gods could have given another receiver there, give a better chance to get through. But yeah, I could be at the bottom of the leaderboard. Kendra Miller or Jahmyr Gibbs is hurt, and then I'm just dead. So not here to judge other people's stuff because really, in this contest, anything could work. So I'm debating. I think I'll probably just do one tomorrow, another puppy draft on stream, or I'll do like a recorded puppy stream. One of the two. I think that'd be fun. I'm not gonna do all my drafts on stream, but I'll definitely get a good few on there. And then I want to work on some graphics and, of course, as I mentioned before, overlays for the stream. And then so definitely some things in the works on finding value fantasy. So I'm thankful for anyone that stuck around to hang out for a little bit. Even if you watched for a little bit, I hope you enjoyed. If you're new, subscribe please to the channel. I'm trying to reach 25, taking baby steps to big goals. So I really appreciate that. Other than that, I'm just going to keep doing my thing and keep trying to learn and probably work on some rankings just for fun. And just continue to try to become a better best ball player, a better fantasy player. Hoping to take down my leagues this year and hopefully maybe take down a tournament on Underdog and maybe DraftKings. Just looking forward to it. Just the season's going to be a great time. No guarantee if anything's going to happen, but I'm just looking forward to the opportunity and just kind of seizing that opportunity and trying my best and having fun in the process no matter what. That's what it's all about. All right. Luke Musgrave will round it out. That could be scary because I don't know if Kyle Pitts will have any sort of consistent volume. But, I mean, hey, tight end isn't going to score much for you anyways. So I do hope Musgrave does break out for that. But I like having late stacks because if Jordan Love becomes better, these guys are automatically going to come along for the ride. Well, likely going to come along for the ride. Same with Mechie and Dell will come along the ride if Stroud becomes good, or Stroud's good. Jared Goff and Jahmyr Gibbs are kind of correlated. Just Jahmyr Gibbs is good. Jared Goff is probably throwing him some passes. So I like this team a lot. A couple things I wish I would have done better is getting Musgrave or my tight end earlier, maybe grabbing Jaden Reed after. Definitely some options. Or I could have maybe grabbed Musgrave or Laporta and then grabbed Jaden Reed and Mechie, potentially. No way to know for sure, but it's kind of something to think about. Sam Howell, Baker. What did that guy end up getting? Did he end up getting a tight end or a receiver? Where's that guy at? Is this one? Oh, he's oh, okay, you got a quarterback. Okay, so he's a 4.842. Okay. There's a guy that was living a little. I like this guy. He's just picking who he wants. I respect it. Another quarterback, bro. You can do it. Okay. Big T-Law guy. Yeah, that was a fun draft. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep firing off, man. I just gonna be doing this all summer. Just, a couple drafts at a time, one draft at a time, anything like that. It's just gonna be a really fun summer, and I'm looking forward to it. Get a little hot best ball summer and do some cardio drafts, do some regular drafts, puppy drafts, big dog drafts, best ball mania drafts, all of the above, man. It's gonna be a great time. And I hope you guys will join me in the ride and just have a good time with me and learn a thing or two, or just at least spend time and teach me even and provide me insight because I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect. I want to learn and I want to create a valuable place for you guys to learn and for myself to learn as well. So it's just kind of like a cycle of like education and like learning about fantasy stuff. So it's fun. So I really appreciate everyone being here. Appreciate all the support and all I can hope for is just everyone to keep supporting the channel. Like if you're here, comments if you want. I'll always respond to comments as long as they're like nice and respectful. And just check out the stream whenever I'm up. Check out some uploads I'm gonna throw in the next couple of weeks. And yeah, have a great rest of your day, everybody. And I thank you all for watching, and peace out.